What's going on, people? This is take 2 because Joe didn't have the microphone on. I've been rubbish at this. I haven't posted since December, but we have been flat out. Obviously, January for gyms is notoriously one of the busiest months, but this has probably been our busiest month to date. Wow, since pre-coronavirus. It's kind of back to where we were when everything was normal and life was great. So it was good. PT is probably the highest it's ever been. New programs, renewals, new memberships. The my PT course is not probably the busiest ever been, but it's one of our bigger courses, which is starting tomorrow. So everything is good, back on track, touch wood. But yeah, thank you to all the new members, clients, my PT course people, Studio Works people, everybody. It's good to see some new faces in the classes, in personal training. And obviously thank you to everybody who's been here for 6, nearly 7 years, or 8 years, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, yeah, nearly 8 years. So thank you guys. Anyway, today, I thought I'd just do like a bit of a kind of go into what we've been doing, what's going on. And also I'm actually going to train myself. So I thought I'd take you along on that. My training's still okay. I just train as and when I can. Sometimes I'm in Shrewsbury, sometimes I'm in Bristol, sometimes I'm God knows wherever kind of my work takes me now. So some days I don't get to train till late at night, some days I train early in the morning, but today I'm training the day, so I thought I would make the most out of it. Kind of just have a bit of a chat to the camera again, let you know what's going on. But I need to stand up off here because it's so cold, that is. I'm gonna go through like an upper body session and give you guys kind of an insight into 2022 for us. So let's go. Until I was literally 31, don't think I did any mobility till I was 30 actually. My whole powerlifting and bodybuilding career, if you can call it that, I did no mobility, and that's why now I can kind of, so now I have to do a little bit of stretching. I won't say I do much though, and if you're watching this, you're probably like, what the hell is he doing? But if I don't do this, when I do like flat bench press and incline bench press, my shoulders pinch. What I've been doing is creating some quite cool ads recently. Joe's been just creating lots of different style ads to kind of capture people's attention. So obviously nowadays there's all different gyms, Pure Gym, Anytime Fitness, CrossFit boxes, there's more independent, loads of different people using Google ads. Facebook ads we kind of cut down a bit. We used to put loads into Facebook, but since all these changes, we reduced them. But actually we put some up this month. That's something else we're gonna bring out. My mentor is kind of something we were doing with Mark. So obviously at the end of the personal training course, sometimes people don't really have anywhere to go. It's all well and good getting your level 3 qualification, but it's actually how you then implement that and actually create a job from it. Well, a job that actually pays the bills. So getting the PT course qualification level 3 is the easy part. If I can pass that, anyone can pass that. But then, like I said, actually finding a place to work and how to actually attain, is that a word? Clients. And that's where most people come short as a personal trainer. So that's what we're not going to teach you how to do sales because that's not what we do, but we teach you how to like market yourself, how to make a brand, how to create something which is worth something, and also not kind of work yourself into the ground. Not like me, who used to do 14 sessions a day. Get to the 14th and you're literally like a zombie. Whatever ads did we do, Joe? Do you make them? So you should know. Yeah. So it's just really the 7 days, isn't it?
This is good, this is.
It's a lot smoother.
Yeah, it's really smooth. Right, heavier. Let's go, rack it up. Come on.
Rack it up?
Come on.
Mate, go on then. You fuck off. You're more than likely to be able to do a pull-up from this. Because Chris thinks you're going to fucking... Mate, there's more chance of you doing a pull-up on that than you pulling that down. It's not that heavy. Oh my God. No. Yeah, it's a 7-day pass. We decided to put a 7-day pass actually because I would say our conversion rate's up loads, isn't it, from 7-day pass. So we put in a 7-day pass instead of 1 day because 1 day you don't really get to experience everything. And then our conversion rate shot up. So if you're a gym owner out there, put 7 days on. But you actually have to sell it properly and you actually have to check up at the end. So it's not as simple as just giving them 7 days and hoping they come back. That was my warm-up still. That was still a warm-up.
Oh, right, still a warm-up?
Yeah, mate, I have to warm up for ages. I have to warm up for like 20 minutes. Half my session's a warm-up, then I do 4 exercises and I'm done. I've been training over at Leamington because I did a post on my story yesterday about knowing my reels yesterday on Instagram about how I use all machines now. Because since I did like powerlifting way back when, all my joints are so sore now. And using barbells for squats and stuff and like benching and that fucking writes me off for like a week. So training wise, I do now the upper kind of push, upper pull, lower body, upper, upper, upper. I only train lower body once a week now because literally I can't walk. So that's the way I do it now. Upper, upper, legs, day off, upper, upper, day off. That's my week. Because I did a thing on Instagram last week about people asking me questions, and that's what they said. What's the best split for, what's the best split? Just doing like chest on its own, back on its own, is not really the best. Like try and mix muscle groups together. So that's why I do upper push, upper pull, leg, and then upper push, pull again. Bastard, that hurts.
What have you learned from the business mentor?
To be a bit slower, slow down, because I want to do everything tomorrow. Obviously, business doesn't necessarily work like that. Well, it does, but it's good to have urgency. That's how I have to move the bench. It's good to have urgency, I guess. But sometimes you jump into decisions which potentially aren't right. And I would say I've done that a few times. Like I've said many times, it's the only way I learn. There's a few things that we definitely shouldn't have done, and they were quite risky. They have actually turned out all right. Look at Leamington, for example. That was like 8,000 square foot, was the highest rent rate, bills, and we took over it in the middle of lockdown. And people were like, you're mad, why are you doing that? But we knew it would work. So obviously Leamington's something we've wanted to do for a long time. And you know what? It's gone over our year's goals for that place. And we've been open since August. So in like 6 months, we've done our year's kind of figures already. So sometimes these kind of off the cuff decisions do actually work out. But then other times, fall on their face. Wow. God, that hurts so bad, that does. That's such a good exercise. I don't like to give too much away because I'm not that type of person that would say, I'm going to open this and I'm going to do this if it's not exactly confirmed. There is plans in motion at the moment for numerous different things. Obviously, number one goal is to make these kind of gyms back to where they were before. Obviously, I'd like to do a bit more to these places. Some of them have been open 6-7 years now. It'd be nice to put a bit of money back into this place after having 2 years of not being able to do anything. And then after that, it's obviously, you know me, we want to open more. We've got our kind of stake in the ground in a few places. We're always looking for new locations. Now we have like this is what we did with my mentor and me and Matty worked out together, is that we know exactly what unit we want, what we need in it, what demographics is in, what the average house price is, what the average income is, how many kids they have in the house. Literally there's a list about this long of all these criteria that we know if they kind of at least 75% of those are ticked, we will then put a fitness works there, because it kind of, we've just worked out why our most successful gyms work and what makes them work. But I'm not going to tell you yet because you'll see, you'll see. As soon as I sign those documents, I'll let you know. Right, let's go do a push now. So I've done chest, now let's go shoulders. Oh yeah, we changed the names of the classes because our classes before were just called Metcon. Everything was just called Metcon. It became a bit stale. We wanted to, like, a lot of people come here to lift because obviously we are predominantly a lifting gym. So we wanted to do a class which was just lifting, which we called Lift. Some people just want to come and burn calories and lose fat and lose a bit of weight. They want to get fitter, or they're doing an event or something like that. So we wanted just a fitness class. So that's moving. So we just called it Move. And then if you want to come and do a combination of both, which is kind of like a Metcon, it's Lift and Move. So we want our members to be able to actually learn something when they come. So that's why we did Lift, and Rob does it here. George does it, my brother does it, Sarah does it. And you can actually learn how to lift. Like I said, a lot of people come to this kind of gym and they want to know how to lift, but they don't know how. And unless they have a personal trainer, which is obviously sometimes gonna be expensive, they're never gonna learn. So if we put classes on here, it means they can come and learn how to lift too. We added workshops to our members for free. Like in our classes, they want to learn to lift. They want to actually be with a personal trainer for a little while. So we added workshops which are called Learn to Lift. We only have 8 people in it, so it's kind of like medium-sized group PT. And then it kind of like, you can have an hour of the trainer's time and 8 of you can kind of help each other out. It's wicked. And also done that because if everyone knows how to train in this style gym, our retention, the churn won't be as bad. We won't have to always replace members because they don't know what to do here, they don't know how to lift, they don't know how to squat, but they can't afford to have one-on-one coaching. So it's kind of like a way to give back to our members to allow them to stay for longer. So if you haven't done a Learn to Lift, Club Right app, book Learn to Lift. Right, last set of these. So I've gone chest, chest, shoulders, shoulders, and then I'll finish off with one more exercise in there, and then I'll usually do a bit of triceps where I'll pull my tricep in here. You're a little weirdo, aren't you? With little weird little eyes. You stink, man. Right. Gym memberships up are probably 30% this month. Massive, 30% in 4 weeks, it's crazy. And personal training, again, we kind of have a figure which we need all of our personal trainers to be doing, so each kind of personal trainer makes themselves enough money and us enough money. We're nearly there now. We were quite far under it in December. Oh my God, December was like the worst month ever. We literally, I think it's the worst month I've had in 7 years. But this month we've kind of gone above and beyond. And yeah, we have a figure which we need kind of like all our people to be doing, and we're probably only about 10% off, where before, when we came back, we were like 50% off, 40% off. So people's kind of habits are changing. They're stopping training at home, they're coming back to the gym, or they're changing gyms. Push triceps now. So that's kind of like, that's the base of my workout done. And then we'll just do some lighter triceps. I only train for like 45 minutes now. Do what I've got to do and done. Yeah, so no, it's been a good 2022 so far. It's a lot more positive than last year, wasn't it? Last year was a bit doom and gloom. This year's very, very different. Bristol's full. So we only wanted 180. Originally we capped it at 180 and 2 full-time trainers because it's only roughly half the size of this gym. So obviously we don't want it to be too busy, because obviously people's training habits have changed a bit. It's not that busy, but we wanted to cap it at 180, 200, and he's up to Fitness Works Bristol's up to 220, and it's doing like 60 hours a week of personal training. So it was a very good synergy, and it shows. He's making money, he's busy, and it's growing on its own now. Done, people. That's my training. Super simple, super quick, super easy, and that is what we've been up to over the past 2, 3, 4 months. Obviously I've been quiet on here, but it's because we've been fucking so flat out doing all this, and I haven't really felt like talking to the camera because things weren't brilliant. They were tough because we used to be in a certain place, and when obviously things are out of your control and you can't be in that place where you were before, like me personally, you feel like you're taking a backward step. But then kind of months like this show you that those kind of bad months are what make these months so good. And back then it'd been easy to quit and throw in the towel and be like, it ain't ever gonna get any better, it's costing us a fortune, we're not making any money, we're working loads of hours. And you kind of, sometimes it's hard to see the kind of the light at the end of the tunnel. But us guys all just pushed on, we're here every day. We didn't change the way we worked. We kind of worked harder than ever, created more content, had more ads, and now hopefully, touch wood, we can now see the light at the end of the tunnel. Anyway, we're running out of time on this camera, so please make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you very soon. Peace.